Hi everybody. We haven't really talked in a while. And I was sitting here tonight and I was putting together a cross wreath. My stepfather's nephew's son has passed from cancer. And I talked to my mom and we agreed that it would be a nice gesture to make a wreath for the family. They're having trouble paying for the funeral and stuff, so thought this might be a comfort. And I didn't want to, I like to get someone else's opinion sometimes, especially on social matters, how other people are going to take things. Because sometimes I just don't get it. A lot of times I just don't, and so I check it with my family. Is this okay? Can I do this? Not all the time, but in this case I wanted to make sure it was okay with my family because I want to put their name on it too, and it'll be from all of us. My sister, my mom, and myself. And I was sitting there I picked out the flowers, was putting them on there, even, burning myself with the hot glue gun. And it hit me. I'm happy. It was like a thunderclap out of the blue, just boom. I am happy. And for a minute, I was confused because there was something else that I wasn't used to feeling. And I thought, I'm not just happy. I'm content and happy. And I've always been a dreamer. I've always been dreaming about the next thing, the next place I'll live, the next project I'll do. I'm a dreamer, not so much a doer. I'm a dreamer, an artist. I've always lived in my head, so to speak. I've always lived in my dreams. And it just hit me so drastically tonight that I'm not just content, I am perfectly happy. That it's not about money, that even if that's messed up, I'm not stressing over it. It'll get straightened out. I'm not stressed because the apartment looks like a tornado hit it, especially in Archer's side of the world. I've given up trying to keep his mess contained. But it doesn't matter. All these niggling little thoughts aren't trailing me. I'm putting together something I love to do, which is making things, being creative. I love to be creative. I think that's why I love music too, because it's creative. And I'm listening to the music that I got playing through the radio. And 103.3 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s music, love it. And I'm singing along and I'm gluing the roses down for the cross. And even though it's a little bit depressing to be doing another grave cross, I've done 4 or 5 in the last week. And I'm not selling those. Those are gifts. I just was so thrilled to finally feel that happiness, that settled feeling, that feeling of no matter what's coming next, everything's good. These past few years, especially for a lot of people, have been very difficult. And they were at times. But it's life. And we learn lessons from everything, the good, the bad, the indifferent. And I think the lesson here is learn to recognize happiness and contentment and peace for the gift that it is. And don't just ignore it, but take it in your soul and let it reside there. And you'll feel whole. May not last forever. Might last for a couple hours or a day or two. But you'll find it again. That's what I've learned. That I don't always have to only take in the negative emotions, but just like having good and white, black has got to be there too, because you can't create gray without black and white. Good and bad, they're two sides of a coin. We got to have both to balance the world. Think what you want to, but let yourself be happy, even amongst times of trial and turmoil, and don't feel guilty for it. Never feel guilty for it. It's not bad to feel happy, and I used to think it was. I know that sounds backwards. I know that sounds ass backwards, but I was convinced for many years that if I was happy, something was wrong. But I don't believe that anymore. And I can take nights like tonight and let that grow in my soul. And just like someone darning a sock, mending the holes in the sock, sometimes it feels like my soul is being mended. And I still have a long road to go. Life may be fatal, but it's not quick. Not for me. I'm only 46. I consider myself still young. And there's a lot of living yet to do. A lot of good and bad. But for one night, I can take the peace, the contentment, and the happy and be more than grateful for it. Be glad of it and take it in my soul where it needs to rest. Because that will help support you in the harder times. Don't feel guilty because everybody else is having a bad day and you feel like you're having a great one. Just take it in and be grateful for it and say thank you. And share it. The least that's going to happen is you're going to smile at someone and they're going to go, huh? What are they smiling at? I love doing that to people. Wave at people I don't know just so they go, do I know her? Makes you think. And I get a kick out of doing stuff like that. Smile at someone I don't know, wave, see what their reaction's going to be. You know, walk past them, hi, how you doing? They're going, do I know you? But it got their mind off whatever it was on at that moment, didn't it? Maybe you need to get your mind off what you're doing at the moment. It's okay to put your mind on feeling good and be grateful for it. Even when everything else around you is falling down. I know I'm not the only one that has to learn that it's okay to be happy. So let's learn it and help each other be happy. Bye, guys.